The only word I can come up with is devastated, man. The Giants lost 27 to 26. Was I expecting to win this game? Absolutely not. I don't know what, I forgot the score I predicted, but I didn't have it coming that close. The Giants had the lead for most of the game. It was the only time the Cowboys had the lead, besides when they won, is when the Giants scored. When the Cowboys scored their first field goal, then the Giants scored the field goal, so that tied it up, and then the Cowboys scored another field goal to make it 6-3. Then the Giants intercepted some passes and got a fumble return for a touchdown, and that was that. The better team was hard to kind of say. On offense, the better team was obviously the Cowboys on offense. But on defense, I know that the better team was definitely the Giants. They did very well. They won the turnover battle. 2 interceptions and 1 fumble return for a touchdown. That's all you could ever ask for from a fan in general, having 2 interceptions and one fumble return for a touchdown. That's all you could ever ask for. But all in all, the Giants came up with a key mistake at the end of the game. What they did was, sorry, I got like a little cold here. I'm trying not to sneeze. Let's just go over stats first. Eli Manning, 20 out of 36 for 193 yards. He did that last year. He didn't throw for 200 yards, so I'm not worried about it as much. He didn't have any weapons to work with because Odell Beckham is getting double covered, and Ruben Randle is just getting over knee tendonitis. In fact, I think he still has it. So that's why I wasn't worried. Like Ruben Randle, I didn't even want him to play this game, but he has to because there's no other wide receivers out there. As you can see, Preston Parker can't be a number 2 receiver because Preston Parker drops every ball that's coming towards him. I really think that guy should get cut. We kept Preston Parker, but we let go of James Jones. What was that? James Jones could have been our number 4 receiver if Victor Cruz was healthy. Number 3 when Victor Cruz was out. That James Jones could have been the key factor in the game. But no, we kept Preston Parker, who dropped a 30-something yard pass, and wound up probably being the reason why we lost because that was on 3rd down. We could have drove down and scored. So that guy needs to get cut, honestly. And I'm not the only Giants fan that's saying that. It's all over their Instagram and Twitter, so hopefully they do something about that. Our leading receiver was Shane Vereen with four receptions for 46 yards. Terrible, just terrible. Odell Beckham, 5 receptions for 44 yards. He was getting double teamed during the game. I understand Eli not trying to get the ball to him too early because you could have some key mistakes. So, the passing game, I knew that the passing game wasn't going to work that very well because our wide receivers are just all banged up. The only healthy wide receiver was Odell Beckham. Only good and healthy wide receiver was Odell Beckham. And Odell Beckham is always getting double teamed. They had the safety coming down for him. So, on the running game, we won the running game over the Dallas Cowboys with that awesome offensive line of theirs. We had 99 yards rushing, and the Cowboys had 80 yards rushing. Rashad Jennings with a key 27-yard gain. That was a great game by Rashad Jennings. 27 yards. He didn't run that. In the regular season, he never ran that long. So that's good by him. He hasn't ran over 27 yards as a Giant, and he did today. He did yesterday. And he scored the only touchdown that the Giants' offense had. So, Andre Williams, I wanted to see more of him, but Andre Williams, being Andre Williams, just wanted to bruise people, so he didn't find the hole as much as he needed to. They ran a A-gap, I formation play into the A-gap, but if Andre Williams could have just scooted over to the left a little bit and ran between outside the tackles, he would have had a clear, probably 15-yard gain, 20-yard gain, because there was nobody. Everybody knew that Andre Williams was going to run right up the gut because he's a bruiser. But Andre Williams can also run outside the tackles. He's a fast back. And if they would have probably tossed it or made a little stretch play out, Andre Williams would have clearly had a 20-yard gain. But it didn't happen. Tony Romo threw all over us. 356 yards. Three touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So those two interceptions came from the people I would least expect to intercept the ball. Unai Unga, our backup middle linebacker, by the way, we should have kept Jameel McLean, intercepted a pass, and he held on to the ball, so good for him. Then Tremaine McBride almost had a pick six, but I was glad that he didn't return the ball for a touchdown, because that meant the Giants' offense could come out and have some pride and score the touchdown themselves. So either way, I knew they were going to score a touchdown, so I wasn't worried about it. So that's that. I had an ant on my knee. Anyway. Dallas receiving, Lance Dunbar was their leading receiver. Their running back was the leading receiver. So, okay, I want to talk about now the fumbles. Great fumble. I don't know who ripped it. I don't know who was on coverage for Cole Beasley. I think it was Tremaine McBride. If you guys know, you put it in the comments. But Cole Beasley is their slot receiver, and Tremaine McBride is a slot corner. So probably Tremaine McBride that knocked it out. He had a forced fumble last year against the Redskins, so I wouldn't be surprised. Then Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie comes right there, and who other than Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie to get the ball? He is the fastest Giant. He's the fastest Giant on our team. He's the fastest guy on our team. And he scooped that thing up and he almost broke Tony Romo's back. Did you guys see that? Oh, man. He ran a little, he cut to the inside. Tony Romo was like, in my back. Man, that was hilarious. But, oh yeah, by the way, Jonathan Hankins, after Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie cut to the inside, Jonathan Hankins was laughing at Tony Romo, just pointing and laughing. It was hilarious. But, the Dallas fumbled 3 times today. 3 times. And only lost 1. So the Giants could have had way more opportunities. Unai Unga, don't get me wrong, is a good player when it comes to tackling. But, tackling as in the stat. He tackles, but he kind of just wraps him up and comes to the ground. And it's not a full tackle. He doesn't grab them. He kind of just, goes down and gets to their legs and holds onto their legs. But those guys could easily jump and get a 2-yard gain, and that's his problem. He needs to make a clean tackle. Most of his tackles were first down tackles, they were able to get the first down tackle. He's not very fast when it comes to going between the hash marks. I don't expect it between the middle linebacker, but he needs to get faster. John Beeson is way faster, and if John Beeson was healthy, Lance Dunbar wouldn't have got that great gain he did, and Jason Witten would not have got that touchdown. What? That was such an easy pass to defend, guys. Jason Witten, all he needed to do was curl his assignment was to get off and get to the end zone and stay right in front of the end zone so we could catch the ball and put it in. Unai Unga stood behind him, and you knew that this guy was going to do that. If this was John Beeson would have clearly got in front of Jason Witten and knocked down the pass, probably intercepted it, but didn't, so because he wasn't playing. So, Manoy Unga had 12 tackles. That's pretty good. 10 solo tackles, 1 pass defended, and 1 interception. So, other than that, nobody came close in tackles. It was Prince Amukamara with 8 total tackles and 6 solo. So, the Giants couldn't get a sack. We had no pass rush. Tony Romo had forever to throw. Sean Lee came back with a vengeance. He did pretty well. Was the leading tackler. Other than that, Dwayne Harris looked terrible in the punting. What was that, man? And so, just same thing in the kicking game. He did terrible. Let's see. That's pretty much it. I mean, let me talk about the finishing drive. What could have been the Giants' dagger. The Cowboys' dagger, but... So, it was on the goal line. Giants are up 23-20. And they were on the about 2-yard line, I would say. The Giants have two big backs in Rashad Jennings and Andre Williams. Rashad Jennings took the handoff for 2 times, went up the gut, didn't make it. Then Eli Manning rolls out on 3rd down. Rolls out. It's an I formation pass, mind you. The wide receiver is on the left side. Daniel Fells is on the right side. Eli Manning takes the handoff, rolls out to the right side, where Daniel Fells is clearly being blocked. Daniel Fells is not an elite tight end. There's no way he's going to make room to catch the ball. They try to do some fake out kind of, oh, you think I'm going to the wide receiver, but I'm going to the tight end. Daniel Fells was held down. And if Eli would have saw that before, after he rolls out, he's not able to see after he rolls out. He rolled out, saw that, he could have just took the sack. At least try to run for something. Run to gain a yard, maybe even gain a touchdown. I mean, if he would have let the sack be, because Dallas didn't have any more timeouts. If he would have let the sack be, they would have went down in the clock, maybe even went for it. They run down the clock even more and went for it. Even if you didn't make it, you would have Dallas on the 1-yard line. So, I mean, why would you kick that field goal? Honestly, there was no point. You know Dallas is great for going down the field, and even if it was 23-20, they would still went for the touchdown. And I do not care if we went into overtime. That would have been a lifesaver for me. I do not care if that would have been, if we would have went into overtime. Now I have the hiccups. But that's it. We move on to Atlanta. My prediction video comes out tomorrow for week 2. We're going to watch the Eagles and the Falcons and the Vikings versus the 49ers. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.